Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai. All praise unto Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, Wahal Rakah Kadash. Double honors unto the apostles of GreatMillStone. Honestly, brothers, to be pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. So I'm going to do this quick video, and I'm going to be speaking about the precepts, speaking about the scriptures more than I'm going to be, I'm not going to open up the app for anything. So I'm just going to quickly speak upon a point. I'm sure the elders and the apostles are going to go, and they're going to go in deeper into this particular video. But I just wanted to put, I just wanted to say a few things for the younger brothers, really, because, I'm one of the younger brothers. So for any younger brothers that are new in the faith, and you come across this video, there's particular things, the one particular point that he made within this video, which, that's not what you're supposed to be pushed in. Okay. But like I said, look, with reference to everything else he says, the higher ups, okay, the big wigs, so to speak, they'll probably go into that. I'm mainly speaking as a younger brother, Lord's will in the faith, admonishing any of you younger brothers to basically be watchful, okay, and stick to the doctrine that you're taught at GreatMillStone. Okay, so the point I was going to speak on is the statement of a long-term goal, okay, and that's what I wanted to speak on. And when you read the scriptures, you find out 2,000 years ago, okay, the men of the Lord that was on the scene, their mentality was not long-term goals, and that was 2,000 years ago. Okay, matter of fact, when you go into the scriptures within the book of 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, okay, where is it? Around about the 10th, 12th verse. Pretty much what you find out within the scriptures is that the men of the Lord were hastening in the day, looking for and hastening unto the coming day of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Now they was out there teaching, because the scriptures command us to go out there in the midst of the people to teach. Okay. Now, you want to have a room where you got brothers teaching. The scriptures don't speak up against that. That's your own thing. You do that, but to push a thing of a long-term goal within the society that we're living in, as a younger brother speaking to other younger brothers, that's not something you want to be speaking about. Okay, you don't want to be in the mindset of long-term goals, because what stops you to say, okay, my long-term goal is to have my kids grow up, or my long-term goal is to raise my family up. That's not the mentality that the men of the Lord was in when Yahweh was on the scene 2,000 years ago. The scripture talks about if any man was to come and worship Yahweh and he wasn't going to give up his wife, his children, okay, his family, he wasn't worthy of worshiping Yahweh. And I always say this, we actually got it a little bit easier, because you can kind of function with your family and whatever, and then ultimately push this word. You could do that. You could go have your 9-to-5 job or whatever career or job or whatever you're into, okay, to provide for your family, and then have it to where you go out and you do the work, whatever day is your camp does the work, and then do your videos. That's the requirement. That's kind of an easy requirement, considering that when the Lord was on the scene, he was asking man to leave their livelihood. He was asking them to leave their families, man. He was asking them, of which ultimately you kind of have to, but not to the extent that they was doing it back in the day. And that was 2,000 years ago. Okay, so the thing of a long-term plan or of settling and building up within Babylon. Remember the scripture says Babylon's going to be destroyed. What say you that the Most High don't destroy this place on tomorrow? Okay? The scripture says that no man knoweth the time. So the mindset you're going to be in, okay, yeah, you're going to teach the people. And really, like I said, this is my thoughts, really, to the younger brothers, of which I'm one of the younger brothers. Okay, this is just my thoughts as what I would say to the men that are on my level, in the trenches, on the lower level. Okay, the privates, one of the fellow privates out there. That's what I'm saying. Look, that's not the mindset you're gonna be going into this thing with, because if you was to bring that up to the generals and the, I'm just using that analogy loosely. If you was actually gonna bring that up to, the apostles and the elders, you could find yourself getting kicked out, man. We ain't in this thing for a long-term mindset. We're in this thing, okay, hoping that the Most High is going to have it to where this thing comes soon. Okay, that's the mindset you're going to be in. Okay, you're going to do your day-to-day things, but the principle, okay, the principal focus is supposed to be the pushing and the spiritual building of the house of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And I say spiritual because the scripture says that we are likened unto the blocks, the building blocks of this temple. Okay, a man comes in, he's part of the block. That don't mean to say our thinking is, okay, in 10 years, we'll have enough money, we'll buy this plot of land in 5 years, and that's way off. Okay, so hopefully that was of edification. Like I said, it was just some thoughts. You know, I ain't got nothing particularly against. I don't watch him. I don't know if I don't know what he goes into, but I thought I'll just say that just as an admonishment to my fellow younger brothers that which I'm a part of, like saying, look, get your mind out of this long-term goal mentality. Because when you're young, that's how you are. That's how you are. You're thinking about what you're going to do in this. That's just the scripture talks about the pride of youth. Okay? That's just the pride of youth, man. You think, okay, if I do, you gotta let that go, man. Okay? And just focus on pushing this word. And the scripture talks about, you can have your hobbies, but the hobbies ain't supposed to take priority over the truth. Okay? You ain't supposed to be thinking, okay, in 3 years' time, I'm going to be a top MMA fighter. Okay, Apostle Ricard went into that. Elder Apostle Ricard went into that. Okay, which that video was uploaded on Dallas in class if you haven't watched it. Okay, time for you lukewarm guys to be gone, something to that effect. It's uploaded on GMS Dallas 3. It's a good video. Okay, because it goes into the fact that you gotta have priorities, and your priorities is supposed to be hastening in the day, man. Okay, you're supposed to be putting so much work out there and videos out there and pushing of the word out there that it consumes really it's supposed to consume. This thing is a thing of being on fire. Fire consumes, man. It's supposed to consume everything every other thought that's outside of this truth, man. I mean, you thinking 3 years down, man, and you do a video, you're supposed to be rebuking that thought, man. Okay. Anyways, with that, I'm gonna say all praise unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Double honors unto the apostles of GreatMillStone. Honest you brothers will be pushing the truth in sincerity. Shalom.